let's take a look at the guide of how you want to collect some guitar strings whenever you want to restring your guitar for today's discussion video. Let's begin. Hey guys, this is RuRoniK95 here, and today's video is not going to be about anime, manga, or video games, or DVD or Blu-rays, or 4K Ultras, or VHS tapes. This is a different type of discussion video, and this is a guide to where you buy something. And this is going to be a guide to about buying guitar strings for your guitar. And if your string is broken, and if you ever been shredding on guitar, or if you ever learning the riffs on guitar and the string just breaks and all, or snaps and all, or something like this, I guess you could do something for that. Is for the whole most part of the way of how, because we're going to be talking about, it's the guide of buying guitar strings. Yeah, it's this one as well, because we're going to do a proper way of how, give you a little way of how you wanted to buy guitar strings, right? Like, you want to go to Guitar Center or your local guitar shop, or any ordinary local music instrument store, or in some areas though as well. So for the whole thing, like you want to restring your guitar after you broke some strings on your guitar though, and here's the guide of how you want to buy some guitar strings on here. Let's say, for example, like I have the main strings I have been used on my guitar are the heavy core guitar strings from Dunlop, because Dunlop is my favorite guitar string brand as well, because they have because these are perfect for the design for some drop tuning and the smooth feel and the quick attack as well, because these are put out by Dunlop as well, and these are the strings I mostly use as well, particularly. And yeah, come to think of it, is that you could find any guitar strings, not just also Dunlop. There's also other guitar strings, such as the Ernie Ball guitar strings. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. Any kind of Ernie Ball guitar strings you wanted to get as well, especially for the electric guitar as well, if you ever been playing guitar as well, accordingly. As ever came to any of this, there's any kind from Ernie Ball, like you can use the regular slinky strings, or you can use the regular slinky cobalt electric guitar strings, or sometimes you can use the skinny top heavy bottom guitar strings from Ernie Ball accordingly, or whatever guitar strings you want to use. You want to use for your guitar. You know, it's just basically considering the fact for if you ever want to pick a guitar strings you wanted to choose from. There's any kind of brand of strings for your electric guitar, you know, especially the ones you wanted to get. If you ever wanted to restring your guitar, whatever you want to buy as well. And this, all things come in surprises as well, for how you wanted to buy some guitar strings for your guitar as well. Yeah, which I noticed. There's also the DR Neon multicolor guitar strings, especially for the electrics, the acoustics, and the bass guitar. If you ever been playing either the electric or the acoustic guitar, or probably the bass guitar if you ever wanted to play bass guitar, or whatever you could find as well, if you're a beginner on playing guitar as well, because this is just basically of whatever I wanted to come by on that. Everything seems all new for me though as well. And there's also other brands for your guitar, especially if you have an electric guitar. The Auxiliar strings or something like this, or if it's the hardest name to pronounce as well. And also there's also the D'Addario guitar strings. You can use like these. You can use any kind of these guitar strings from D'Addario guitars, strings on there, what you use, especially if you're playing the electric guitar as well. Such as the nickel wound guitar strings or the half rounds, which I noticed and I ever wanted to come across for. You ever wanted to pick some guitar strings on there, if you ever been playing the electric guitar. And it's the whole thing for how, it's just basically, I wanted to, there's all other guitars you wanted to choose from, for the tone and the feel. Like the Elixir guitar strings. Elixir strings, there's another brand you could use on there, especially if you ever been playing and also the same goes with the Ernie Ball guitar strings. There's the super slinky guitar strings. If you have some loosen up fingers, if you ever been playing any types of whatever guitar strings or whatever brand of guitar strings for your electric guitar you use as well. There's other guitar strings you wanted to use, like the not even slinky guitar strings or the hybrid slinky guitar string, if you ever wanted to play guitar accordingly. This is just basically how you wanted to come by, especially if you want to install some new guitar strings for your guitar, like if you ever. And there's also the burly slinky guitar strings and the beefy slinky guitar strings from Ernie Ball as well. If ever, what kind of strings you use whenever you play guitar. There's also the nickel wound electric guitar strings for your electric guitar, if you ever been playing mostly the electric guitar, aside from playing the acoustic guitar or the bass guitar, as which I noticed come across for how whatever came for your thing on whatever heart desire, what strings of guitar you use as well. And this particularly, all things come at once for this. For whatever you wanted to pick something like, to have this whole thing, whatever strings you use for the electric guitar. And somehow this is a lot more common of how you wanted to pick some guitar strings for your electric guitar, or what helps you start on there as well. Well, and right off the bat for this as well, because this just explains to how, if you wanted to get more. And there's also, if you have a 12-string guitar and you have a 12-string, there's some strings for your guitar. If you have a 12-string, you could use the 12-string Slinky guitar strings from Ernie Ball. It's for those who have been playing the 12-string guitar also as well. It doesn't matter if it could be either electric or the acoustics or the acoustic electric guitars. Yeah, it just gives you all a heart desires of how you just wanted to use the guitar strings you want to use if you ever been playing guitar as well. And yeah, this all just came all new for me though as well. If you ever wanted to buy these as well, and yeah, there's other guitar strings you wanted to get that there's also available. There's the Power Slinky guitar strings for your electric guitar, especially the Nickel Wound electric guitar string ones from Ernie Ball as well. There's the Ultra Slinky ones and the not even Slinky Nickel Wound guitar strings from Ernie Ball. Those are the ones that are put out by the Ernie Ball guitar strings as well. From all what I know and how you wanted to come by for how you wanted to know, and everything seems to be new for this, about how there's also the Slinky Cobalt electric guitar strings from Ernie Ball also, especially if you ever been playing the electric guitar also. And there's also the Slinky M Steel guitar strings from Ernie Ball. If you have the experiencing a new world of the tone for your electric guitar, if you ever been playing those and which tone is perfect, if you ever been playing the guitar, like whether it be the ones with the single coil pickups or the beefy humbucker pickups with much more tones, because in my personal opinion, I think the humbuckers got more beefier guitar tone than the single coil though, unless if you have the guitar amp, at least you have like a 50-watt guitar amp or the Ibanez Tube Screamer on your plug into your Stratocaster guitar. You get the ballpark of, if you wanted to get a metal guitar tone, like if you ever tuned down to the D drop tuning or the drop C tuning on your guitar also, if you ever been always wanting to pick some guitar strings as well. Okay, it just makes sense though, because that's pretty new for me though, and I thought this was interesting. There's not only you had the other brand of guitar strings on there, there's also the Fender guitar strings on here. But there's ones that are for the electric, and there's ones for the acoustic guitar as well. And there's not only you had the Fender guitar strings, there's also the Gibson guitar strings. If you even have a Gibson Les Paul guitar, doesn't matter if it's Maestro by Gibson or the Epiphone by Gibson or the regular Gibson guitar. Like if you have save up some money for a guitar though, yeah. There's also the DR strings, the electric guitar strings, the high voltage ones. Those are the handmade treated strings on there. If you have, yeah, I might as well look for those at this point as well. And, this just basically considering how are the right strings of what guitar you use as well, aside of what I come by to this as well. Yeah, and for this of how. And there's also the Ernie Ball skinny top, heavy bottom, 7-string guitar string ones. Even if you have a 7-string guitar and you want to play the drop C tuning on a 7-string guitar, like if you want to play some metal riffs on here, like if you play melodic death metal or any genre of metal with a drop C tuning on there, regardless though of how, if you have it on either the Ibanez or the ESP LTD guitar or any one of these guitar brands, of whenever you play the 7-string on the electric guitar, which is a lot very more common. And there's also, yeah, Ernie Ball has like these, put out these like 7-string Slinky Colbat electric guitar strings that are put out by Ernie Ball, especially for those who have been playing the electric guitar on the 7-stringed on there as well, which is a lot very common than the 6-string guitar, because that's just, it's just particularly the way of what I. And there's also the 7-string regular Slinky guitar strings from Ernie Ball also as well. Same with the 7-string super Slinky guitar strings from Ernie Ball. It's for those who have been playing the 7-string guitar. Yeah, because this is a lot very common as well. Yeah, because they have some strings for the 7-string guitars. Yeah, that's just basically given in the axe for whatever I come by on that as well. Yeah, because if you want to look for some guitar strings, that you wanted to look for a heavy metal tone, you could find some down there. Even if there's some heavy gauge string ones. Yeah. So this explains why, for how, well, we all know this is a very, very common, I must say, and there's also other brands of guitar strings on here. Like, if you want to look for some strings that you might wanted, though, there's also acoustic guitar strings. If you ever been playing the acoustic guitar, for your method of restringing your acoustic guitar, either if it's a 6-string acoustic guitar or the 12-string acoustic guitar as well. If it's the regular Dreadnought acoustic guitar or the thin acoustic electric guitar ones. Yeah, especially these are the ones, like, of whatever you want to come by for how, and how I wanted to realize, though. There's also the Ernie Ball baritone electric strings, also from Ernie Ball. Accordingly, if you ever wanted to look for some guitar strings, if you ever wanted to look for, if you have the electric guitar and you want to pick some strings for the metal, at least you want to get like the thicker gauges, either nickel wound or plated. It was used in these most electric guitar strings by giving it a warmer sound, especially have these high sustain and the light top and the heavy bottom as well. Such as the Ernie Ball M Steel, the GAHS Boomers Thin Thick guitar strings, and the D'Addario NYXL Extra Heavy, as well as the most common from Ernie Ball, like we know, like the Ernie Ball Not Even Slinky, the baritone and electric strings, and the skinny top heavy bottom guitar strings also. That is a lot more common to that. And even the M Steel, if that counts as well. Well, the Excellier guitar string ones, you also got the OptiWeb Light Heavy also. So this is a lot more common to know. More than having the whole thing for this. And I must say, in that, if you ever been coming by on picking the strings on there for your electric guitar as well, accordingly, as what I noticed as well. Yeah, we got these electric guitar strings from GHS Boomers. There's thin and thick electric guitar strings if you ever want to look for some metal tone, if you ever been playing it on the electric guitar as well. As far as I know, because if you have if you wanted to save up some money and you wanted to buy some, like, a good pair of guitar strings for your electric guitar, like, say for example, like I have my Dunlop heavy core guitar strings. I think this was only like $12 when I got this at a local music instrument shop where they had these guitar strings on there, because I had to get those because I had to restring my electric guitar. That's why. Oh, for the thumbnail, huh? Yeah, because because these are the most guitar strings I used, which I think I like to use mostly, though, because they're perfect for some drop tuning. Like if you want to do the drop D tuning on your electric guitar, you know, if you want to do it on the drop D tuning on your guitar, I wouldn't do it on the acoustic guitar. I wouldn't do. I think drop D tuning guitar, I think it's only perfect if it's only on the electric guitar, because I highly recommend you to do this on the electric guitar instead of the probably the acoustics, because unlike the acoustic guitars, because drop D tuning will, I'm not sure if that will ever work for acoustics, but it's only recommended if you ever been playing the electric guitar, though. So that's going to be it for my words for this. And before we finish this off, there's also bass guitar strings from Ernie Ball, and also whatever you could find or whatever, if you ever, that is available for your bass guitar, if you ever been playing bass guitar in your life, though. So that's going to be it for my discussion on the guide to collecting guitar strings for your guitar for today's discussion video. Click on the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new to my channel, because this is new for this, especially if you're new to my channel. Smack the notifications bell button. Be sure to get notified also as well for more latest updates, just to keep you notified also for this video. And also, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Like, what guitar strings do you like, and what do you use them if you want to look for some heavy metal guitar tone on your electric guitar, if you have the ones with these humbucker pickups. Just let me know in the comments by leaving your comment in the comments section below. And also, check out my Anime Planner and list, because we're getting into Letterboxd as well. And that's all I have what I got for today's video. And that's all I have what I got for today, because we're long overdue for a brand new discussion video, that's why. This is RuRoniK95 saying thank you for watching my video, and I'm glad you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Be sure to stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great day. This is RuRoniK95 signing off. Thank you for watching my video, and I will see you soon for more that I got unplanned, even if I have something came to mind. Ta-ta for now for today's discussion video. Take care.